weather at fox2now.com.
Well, the warm air has finally made it into the St. Louis area, coming up from the south. Temperatures today into the low 90s. Finally, a switch towards more typical weather here in the St. Louis area. Now, a lot of you are asking, where was I for the past 5 weeks? Well, I was with this group of guys. These are my Jabronies, as we called ourselves, from Squadron Officer School down at Montgomery at Maxwell Air Force Base. Was down there for 5 weeks of training with the Air Force. Good to be back. We also spent some time up in Tuscaloosa doing some work to help clean up after the tornadoes down there. But we had a great time, and just a quick shout out to the guys who are probably watching online tonight, since I told them I was going to post the picture online. 92 degrees the high in Nashville, 91 in Atlanta, 93 is where we topped off here in St. Louis today. 100s though out in the plains. Holy smokes, we've made it into triple-digit territory. Dodge City 106, 104 the high in Lubbock. And yeah, the warm air continues to surge to the north. Tomorrow's high temperatures will be very close to what we experienced today. And we're really not falling off that quickly this evening. Hidden Valley still 79, Stony Hill 78, Sullivan 79, 75 at Vandalia, 79 this hour in Sparta. On the Elko Chevy Cadillac rooftop camera, not only is it warm, it's really windy. You might have noticed the winds picking up this afternoon and this evening. They are still strong. Look at the flag. It is fully erect from south to north here across the screen. That is a sign of a gusty wind at 83 degrees. Winds gusting out of the south at 17, pushing 22 miles per hour. Humidity 53%, and the pressure is rising, 29.89. 93, that was our high today. The record high, 94, so we actually came up just shy of the record set back in 1926. Record low sounds kind of chilly. Back in 1984, the temperature dropped to 41 degrees. Skies have cleared out. All of the thunderstorm action is now shifted off to the north from, let's say, Minnesota, Wisconsin into the Great Lakes. Had some vicious storms move across parts of northern Illinois, head through northern Indiana and into northern Ohio earlier this evening. We're going to watch this area across the upper Mississippi Valley and the northern plains tomorrow, because a strong storm system coming out of the Rockies will throw a lot of energy up here across Minnesota and the Dakotas. Could be a very significant severe weather outbreak up here from Minneapolis south and west into the Dakotas tomorrow afternoon. Out here in the mountains, it's cold enough that there are winter storm warnings in effect for Yellowstone. There could be 10 to 15 inches of snow at the higher elevations above 5,000 feet out across parts of Wyoming and Montana. And accordingly, anybody planning to vacation out in the mountains for Memorial Day, a little unusual even for them, but they have winter storm warnings in effect because of that. For us, the risk of storms is lifting off to the north. Southerly winds will be in control. Looks like this front will remain to our north over the next 24 to 48 hours. You can see that storm wrapping up here to the northwest. Strong flow of winds coming up ahead of that. It will be windy and warm once again tomorrow. The threat for thunderstorms displaced well to the north. Again, we're going to watch this area from Minneapolis down into northern and central Nebraska for tornadoes and high winds potentially during the day tomorrow. Here in the Midwest, it's all about heat. Your Memorial Day will feature high temperatures in the lower 90s, upper 80s across western Missouri, but I think most of our viewing area will be at or above 90 degrees, about 92 degrees or so in Clayton. Overnight tonight, mostly clear, breezy and warm, 70 degrees the low, south winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. For your Memorial Day, lots of sunshine, very windy, south winds steady at 15 to 25, gusting to upwards of 30 miles per hour. It's humid and it's hot, 92 degrees, the high temperature tomorrow afternoon. 5-day forecast, there is a risk of a thunderstorm in here on Tuesday with a high near 90. Brief cool down Wednesday and Thursday, but by cool, we're only taking it into the upper 80s. 87 on Wednesday, 88 on Thursday. And then we turn on the thermostat in the heat wave again on Friday. I'm going to push that high up to near 95 degrees, and we may be talking heat index values approaching triple digits by Friday afternoon. So we are making the move. We're getting rid of that cool, crummy weather that we've had, and definitely looks like we're headed towards summer.
And Chris, our thanks to you and all the other members of your squadron for your service, and to all the servicemen and women out there.